Hello writers! This video is going to be a demonstration of how to conduct a show and tell for our ethos, pathos, and logos article discussion. I would like you to be prepared to present something like this about the article you found when we have our group show and tell. You will notice that I begin by stating the title of the article, the author, where I found it, and a short summary. I also state and analyze 2 examples of ethos, pathos, and logos from my article. Now, just to clarify, I expect you to be able to verbally discuss these aspects of your article with your group. You do not have to make a slideshow. All right, so here we go. The article I found for show and tell is called Civics Education Ensures a Strong America, and it was written by Judge Jack Zuhari. It appeared in the Toledo Blade on July 4th, 2017 in the opinion section. Judge Zuhari's piece focuses on the need for civic education so citizens are aware of their duties to participate in government. He discusses the importance of jury service and participation in democracy. In terms of ethos, Judge Zuhari makes his topic personal, not just by stating that he's a judge, so you should listen to him. In the second paragraph, he discusses his experiences as the officiant in naturalization ceremonies. He uses this personal experience to lead to one of his big points of logos, the fact that all citizens should participate in democracy, whether they are born into it or whether they become naturalized citizens later. Judge Zuhari gives another example of ethos when he describes his frustration about people who are unwilling to participate as jurors for trials. In paragraph 6, he says, "As a judge, I encounter a direct consequence of this lack of understanding when it comes to jury avoidance. When I read the flimsy excuses given by those notified of jury service, I cringe." This ethos is powerful because it's a perfect example of people who are unwilling to participate in the democratic process, and Judge Zuhari sees it firsthand. Moving on to pathos, Judge Zuhari's opening paragraph is perfect for setting the tone he wants for this piece. He says, "We recently celebrated Memorial Day, Flag Day, and now July 4th. It doesn't get more patriotic than this time of year. It's a good time to reflect on our government, a democracy whose existence depends upon an engaged and educated citizenry." With this opening, he is successful with striking a feeling of patriotism, which is perfect for the July 4th publication date, and his topic of civic responsibility. Another paragraph that has a good example of pathos is second from last. Judge Zuhari is making a point about how civic education might help heal the vicious tension between many Americans with differing views. He says, "A basic understanding of civics might also help to restore a sense of civility in government. We can have legitimate and respectful debates only when we understand the basic tenets upon which this country was built." I think this paragraph is intended to appeal to the general sense of frustration and strain many Americans feel these days. This paragraph encourages hope in that if we focus on the elements of democracy, Americans can change the tone of the country. Now lastly, with logos. At the beginning of this piece, Judge Zuhari paints a picture of the naturalization ceremonies in which he participates. In paragraph 5, Judge Zuhari points out that many citizens born in the United States cannot name all 3 branches of government. He also quotes this statistic. In 2015, the Newsom Institute's annual survey revealed that 1/3 of Americans could not identify any rights guaranteed by the First Amendment. These results reflect a failing grade. From these facts, it is clear that Judge Zuhari's call for civic education is very important. Another important example of logos in this piece occurs in paragraph 9. Judge Zuhari begins with pathos, admitting that many people are frustrated with the prospect of having their routines interrupted, but then makes a good point about how people feel after serving on a jury. He says this: while many are not pleased when they receive a summons for jury duty, our exit questionnaires reveal that they almost unanimously find the experience a positive one. We ask jurors to take that positive experience and spread the word. This is a great piece of logos to spread out into America, that it's a positive experience to participate in democracy. All right, guys, that is my example of how to do a show and tell for EPL, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Happy writing.